Late into the night, after hours of partying, everyone was finally asleep it seemed, except for Nami. She lay there, in a futon on the floor of a ornate, handsome room she was sharing with Robin, Hiyori, Otoko, Carrot, Shinobu, Otama and Okiku. Robin and Hiyori slept awkwardly, holding large ice packs to their heads. Momo had been keen on sharing the room with the girls, before he was drop-kicked by Hiyori into the wall outside the room. As much as she had enjoyed the cuddly, slightly pervy, young Tyke's company during their evenings on their voyages to Dressrosa and to Zoe, tonight she was glad to have her personal space to herself. Not that it did anything to calm her mind. I don't like Luffy, right? Nami couldn't stop thinking about her talk with Robin, or Sabo's declaration, or the little vial of pills currently resting against her chest in the folds of the mostly red satin evening kimono she now wore. She had always known she cared for that stretchy idiot, ever since he shouted out their friendship to the world back in Cocoa Village, and took down Arlong, setting her free. No, she had known before then, since she first got to know him when he stood up to Buggy back in Orange Town. When he protected the mayor, and that poor dog. But, love, all the years of her life she had dedicated to the acquisition of Barry, through trades, cons, extortion, or petty theft. Her particular skill sets which were now second nature to her. Her. Did she really know what love is? The closest she knew to real love besides her sisterly bond with Robin and the friendships she shared with her crewmates was the familial bonds she shared with Nojiko and Belmere, which ultimately ended in sacrifice for the latter. Does it always just lead to more pain? Was there a chance for real happiness where there is love, even if just for a short time? I really wish I could talk to you now, Mom. Nami sat up and stretched her arms, as quietly as she could so as not to disturb her slumbering companions. It was no good, she needed some fresh air. Carefully, she retied her kimono, got out of her futon and tiptoed out of the girls' bed chambers. From there she walked down the adjoining corridor of the mansion, trying to get her thoughts in order, and found the doors of a nearby balcony open. She decided stepping out for a breath of night air and to look at the stars couldn't hurt. So she did, and found Luffy, sitting on the railings, looking up at the night sky, a large hunk of meat dangling from his left hand. Typical Luffy, Nami thought with a weary sigh, but also a smile. Nami, Luffy said suddenly. Nami, Luffy said suddenly, turning to face her. Nami was surprised he knew it was her so quickly, then remembered his haki. Having a little midnight snack, she quipped, recovering herself quickly. No, he replied, looking away with the worst poker face in history, while trying pitifully to hide the meat. What really surprised Nami was that he had the meat still in hand, meaning he hadn't already eaten it in a millisecond. What had he been doing out here? Something on your mind? she said earnestly. Just looking at the moon. He said, looking up at the night sky again, sounding distant. Nami waited silently, unsure if he was going to elaborate, or if she should even ask. Then he broke the silence. It reminds me of Sabo, your brother. Nami hesitated as the words left her mouth, fearing she was treading into delicate territory. When I thought he was dead, the full moon reminded me of his eyes, and the half moon reminded me of his smile. It was like he was up there in the night sky, watching over me. Then when the sun came up, it was like Ace was taking over for him. Nami stood motionless, looking at Luffy at the mention of his other brother's name. It was like, even if I couldn't see both of them all the time, and even if they were both far away, they were both still looking out for me, giving me strength. And then Ace died. Quote dot. This was the moment Nami dreaded, seeing Luffy's reaction upon remembering the circumstances of Ace's death. Dying in Luffy's arms after protecting him from Akainu's assault. A voice inside told her to reach out to him, and yet she couldn't bring herself to move. What was she waiting for? After another painfully silent moment, Luffy turned to look deep into her eyes, as if staring into her soul. A glint in his eye shone. Was it grief, anger, resolve, or something else? Then Ace died, because I was too slow, too weak, too powerless to save him. I realized I couldn't rely on their strength forever. I had to get stronger on my own. To be strong enough to achieve my dream. To become the king of the pirates. To protect everything I still have. To protect everyone that's precious to me. The next thing either knew, Nami had wrapped Luffy in a tight embrace. This was the moment she had been waiting for. Hey Nami, it's okay, really. Sabo's alive again. I'm fine. I guess nowadays I just do it out of habit is all really. You can let go, really. Where stories live. Discover now.